Spared by a millisecond. This time last year, NWA resident Alexa Smith was taking a trip to New Orleans celebrating the new year on Bourbon Street when in the early hours of New Year's Day 2025, a driver using his vehicle as an act of terror. Now, our Ashton brothers got a chance to sit down with Smith, who shared her story. She also had the chance to catch up with the chaplain who brought hope to those affected that day.
I hate that what should have been a celebratory time became a nightmare.
Wake up.
30 seconds changed my entire life.
This isn't one you can wake up from. In fact, it comes with sleepless nights.
The PTSD doesn't run my life as much as it did, say, in February.
But as the anniversary of the Bourbon Street terrorist attack crept closer,
I can tell I'm on edge.
This time last year, Northwest Arkansan Alexa Smith took a trip to New Orleans when in the early hours of New Year's Day 2025, a man used his truck to commit an act of terror.
I was like, that's weird. And then I see the headlights.
Her senses are still there, starting with the sound of screeching tires.
He was basically revving up his speed when he hit the people right behind me.
Alexa quickly stepped off the street.
It was close. I mean, literally the truck moved my dress.
Missed by a millisecond.
When the truck was weaving in the street, you just heard thumps of every body was hitting.
The attack plowing over people, killing 14 and injuring dozens more.
It sounded like a Grand Theft Auto video game, or that taxi game where you hit everything.
She heard a boom.
And then we heard the gunshots. And then you just hear screaming.
Blood-curdling cries.
And you just saw shoes. And there were bodies the next 2 blocks.
Then dust.
Everyone around us is hysterical, and I'm trying to process.
Alexa called 911 before rushing to the side of an LSU freshman.
I started to perform CPR. I tapped his chest. He came back awake.
Trying to keep him conscious.
Do you know your name? Do you know where you're from? Trying to keep this kid calm and safe, and so he's not alone.
Still in shock herself.
People were pulling out the phones. I'm like, these are people's family. Put your phones away.
She and her friends stayed until police and paramedics arrived on scene.
It felt like a daze, and you just hear police sirens and helicopters and news anchors. Everything just feels chaos.
Heading back to her hotel.
I was like, that was too deliberate for it to be a drunk driver.
Just thankful, she says, the driver wasn't able to detonate his bombs.
Who does something like that? It just doesn't even feel human, feel real. It was evil.
Stuck in a city infiltrated by law enforcement for 2 more days.
It felt eerie. It felt so solemn. I felt so just out of it.
Wanting nothing more than to go home.
I remember looking at the victims for every hour to see the update. I feel lucky that the kid that I helped was never on it.
People like Chaplain Tony Dickey show up to support victims. He went straight to the hospital.
When you walk into a scene like that, you just have to let God take over. You just got to let that Holy Spirit that indwells the Christian lead and guide you, and He will guide you to the ones that need it the most.
I met Tony at the corner of Canal and Bourbon while covering the attack.
We are a chaplain to everyone on the scene, not just the families of the ones who have been killed or injured, but to those the bystanders that are there that would be emotionally impacted as well. You pray that God don't let these images stay in my head.
He's responded to school shootings, war zones in the Middle East, hurricanes, wildfires, the condo collapse in Florida.
It meant a lot to the families to be there. They know that we care.
Bringing weighted therapeutic bears everywhere he goes.
Tell them the name of the comfort cup. I want you to tell everybody the name.
This is Sunshine.
Everyone grieves differently.
My grief doesn't have to look like somebody else's. When I did get home, I just cried. I just sat on my floor with my dogs and just bawled because I was just so physically and emotionally just exhausted from everything.
She immediately went to therapy to address the PTSD, tackling those triggers.
Flinching at moving vehicles. Every time I went to sleep, it put me back on Bourbon Street. I don't want to go there. I don't want to go close to Dixon. I don't want to go where there's people. I want to be home and safe.
Even now,
When I go to concerts, if there's lots of flashing lights, they turn into headlights.
she's learned of her own strength and how to give herself grace.
And just being grateful of my life and my progress. I think it's kind of made me hyper-focus on like the calm, because I crave the calm and the peace.
Alexa wishes there could have been more resolve.
I just wish that maybe I could have helped more.
A stain on a city she wants so desperately to love.
I have no desire to go back to that city under any circumstance for a long time, which it's a beautiful city and the food is amazing, but I just don't know that I'll ever feel safe.